a lot of stats on this hero when you're playing a carry. You go like Manta style Radiance. That's like no tank ability, no survivability, no nothing. Kind of just die when you walk into enemy team fights.
Look at this early itemization from Rapido. Double Fairy Fire.
He's owning.
Interesting. Drake's gonna get spotted by this observer where it plays bottom.
The Luna also went double Fairy Fire. I wonder if that's like the change from the branches, right? They cost 5 more. You get more damage for building Fairy Fire.
Yeah, I think the damage is actually the reason they're doing it.
Yeah.
One of the other things I'm not a big fan of, the interaction between Treant and Timbersaw, and you know what I mean?
What? Why wouldn't you like that? That's a natural combo.
No. You what?
It's a natural
Trees?
combo.
And they already have the Batrider to burn through the trees. Also, Rapido's cutting all of the trees bottom already. We got Drick up there, surprisingly not buying a Quelling Blade. He prioritizes the boots first, which I gotta say, this is a bit weird.
Boots first?
Like, as an Earth Spirit, like, Boxy is the only tier 1 player that runs Earth Spirit as a support, and he doesn't even buy boots. That's the reason why it's a good support, because you can bypass boots.
Yeah.
Rapido's getting cooked, by the way.
Normally, Batriders are the ones used to doing cooking, right?
That's true. I like how we were like, oh yeah, 2 Fairy Fires is good, you get more damage, he just wasted one already.
We were just trying to justify it. I mean, I wasn't saying it was good, I just said that's why he was doing it.
Fair enough. I think Ken should actually win this mid lane versus Wagic?
That's a really good interpretation of the name, Waxen.
What do you call him?
I call him Storm.
Valid.
I don't know how to say it. It's probably Wagic.
It's like magic, but with a W, right?
Yeah, oh, that's true. So, Wagic? Yeah, it's Wagic. It's Wagic. Now that you say it like that.
Either works out of my... I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's probably Wagic.
Let's see if he can make a name for himself in this matchup.
True. Just DM him and ask how to say his name.
See, I'm not a fan of Barry the Hatchet, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
He's playing for a team and he's got LFT as attack. That's not respectable, right?
Yeah.
Come on, how do your teammates feel about this?
Maybe it's like a joke because he's, he has a team, so he's, it's a rhetorical LFT.
That's a bad joke.
You know.
Comedy police here.
Yeah.
So we just cancel him. Isn't that what we do these days for people that make bad jokes?
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Bury the hatchet, cancel confirmed.
Bury the socials.
That's one thing that Dota players definitely struggle with, having social media presence.
That is true. That is true.
You know, like, have you heard of a player called Arteezy?
No, I haven't. Who is that guy? I thought that was the name of a cliff.
Wow. No, not after yesterday. Today the cliff is called Collapse.
Oh, fair enough.
Did you see what happened? No,
I did not see what happened.
You need to watch it.
I will.
It was terrible. Anyway, what I was saying, yeah, and he's streaming nowadays and he's getting good viewership, of course. But in his prime, the man used to get 70,000 viewers every time he would go live, and he would go live once every 9 months, right?
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of other esports, be it, I don't know, Fortnite or Valorant or Counter-Strike, the players there, even 5 years ago, would have understood that and still try to stream as much as possible and as often as possible to convert that and, retain viewership, get more fans and blah, blah, blah. And I just think it's such a missed opportunity, or it was for Arteezy, because, I don't know. Now getting, what, 6,000, 10,000 viewers compared to 70K is kind of crazy.
I didn't even know he was streaming, but that kind of, proves the point, right?
Yeah, exactly. Z-top.
Z3 really looking for this turnaround on the Phoenix. Went a little bit too deep, and that whirling death is enough to burn the Phoenix away. And the Treant is, you know, pinging. He wants to keep on going. This Timbersaw has a lot of trees to work with as Akita. No TPs are coming in, no help is available. There's a kill on the mid. Hold on a minute. Z3 taking some damage from the tower. Just decided to eat it, but bury the hatchet. Will bury the axe into the hook. The grapple, the claw. What is that thing in his hand?
For the Timbersaw?
Yeah.
It's a chain, you know? Oh, it's what's
No,
the
the
at
other
the
one.
top of the chain you mean?
Yeah.
I guess it's like a.
I guess the
it looks
chain.
like, you know, like one of those. What's it called? Like you know, those big utility machines that
Yeah.
grab and move things around. Like that's like probably a claw. I think you're right.
Yeah, probably a claw. Either way, there was a Storm Spirit death mid also during
Yeah,
that time.
it was a Drake rotation. I think that enabled it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Drake coming hot again.
Wants to get that kick back. They get the Dragon Tail down, but there's not a lot of damage. This is just a little bit of harass. They also have the living armor. Arm is going to be a-okay, but did force double TP rotations from the subs.
The fun part is, you know, we had Z3 up top. I'm just gonna call him Z because Z3 is just like a headache.
Yeah.
We had Z up top with a perfect 2-man impale to turn over. He was getting gone on, and he turned, and then he just died in tower for like whiffing another stun. Like the duality of man is crazy. But Akita up top, look at him go.
They're just gonna chase Akita down. He doesn't have any way of getting out of this, I don't think.
Where
Kinda needs
are
a
his
support
supports?
TP or something. Oh, no, he's okay, actually. The treads is fast enough.
He's running a bury the hatchet ran out of mana. I think that's why they stopped the pursuit.
Well, either
So
way,
you
you're
got a
forcing the
Phoenix
Luna.
mid. You got
out
a
of
Phoenix
lane.
mid to secure the rune, and he didn't. That's okay.
Well, what's your game plan now? You're gonna bring Lord of Boons in behind? T-Heat? Can always get away with that. Oh, what a hex! Bro! Okay, Z3, you're forgiven.
But again, it's one of those funny ones. Bro just lost his career.
That was a bait, though. It was a bait. It was a bait.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. I like this from Lord Boons, I have to say. You know, he enabled the kills up top. He was like, well, I don't have trees bottom. I might as well go to a different lane where they didn't cut the trees, which is honestly good solution.
Yeah. The combo, the Treant and the Timbersaw is paying off.
Yeah, I guess it is. Look at the stacks in the triangle. Z's going for a few more. I want this lion to work. I'm a lion lover.
Okay.
But I don't think the hero is as good as others in the meta. Like 9 out of 10 times, if you were to choose a hero that hexes as a support, you go in Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
Right? I think, and I genuinely think the solution, big problem of Lion is I think the finger cooldown is too long, man. Like 100 seconds would be better. 120 seconds level 1 on a support, you're never getting level 18, even in games you win. And then if you get your axe to lower cooldown, you're just griefing your team.
Yes. Well, I think people just, you know, the way you think about it is it's scaling. It's magic.
Mid.
Oh my gosh, Rainbow TPs! It's Rainbow Road all up in this. Turn around, they want to get the Earth Spirit instead, and with the stun from Lion, they've got it. Issa walking forward as Ken gets up onto the high ground and evades danger. Holy guacamole, they did not want to let Wedge go for like that.
I think it's also the tower that they're prioritizing because this Dragon Knight has used the first 2 forms to take the tower, and they don't want to lose a tier 1 mid. When you've got a Treant Protector, you need to extend the lifespan of your tier 1s as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
So, great rotation there from Team Essence.
Stun onto Wagic into the roll, and the silence is more than enough. So this middle tower, as much as you've spent to try to keep it alive, will finally go down. Tail end of the dragon form.
Look at Rapido go. Even though he's an offlaner, he's still doing the same build I said.
Yep.
But he obviously has the Arsonist, not the Stoked facet. So he will most likely go for that disgusting Witchblade Hurricane Pike build.
You know, can I be honest about something?
Yeah, of course, you can be honest about anything with me, my friend.
When they added this Arsonist asset to Batrider, I started playing Batrider carry. It felt really good too. Felt better than killing Treant Protector actually.
No, everybody hates Treant. I don't think it felt better than that, let's be honest.
Well, you know, feels good to kill him.
I like these observer words from the Radiant side in the top right of the river and in the former Mighty Mines up top the map.
It's still, like, relatively the Mighty Mines area, right?
It just doesn't, it's not officially called that, I guess, but yeah, it's...
Really?
Yeah.
It's not called that anymore?
Well, I guess I call it that, because that's what it used to be called, but it doesn't have the name on the map or the aura or whatever.
Oh, really? Interesting. Because
Yeah.
there's still the well... It's kind of weird to me how they're both things that go underground, right? Like a well gets dug into the ground and a mine gets dug into the ground. But I feel like a mine is a lot more important than a well. Like it's more substantial.
Well, I don't know, because if you don't have a well, then how do you drink water?
I look at the river that the well's next to. Why would you put a well next to a river?
Well, it's not really next to it, is it? Oh, you mean the actual well?
Like
oh,
yeah, the actual well is right next to a river. Yeah. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Easier, not harvest is not the word I'm looking for, but I guess easier to use it as a collection point. You know, with the well, the water doesn't get contaminated as much by rain and stuff.
Sure. Maybe the river water is salt water, so it's not like fresh drinkable water. It could be.
No, river is not salt water. I didn't think about this though. I don't think rivers are not salty.
Yeah, yeah.
Or imagine which is like everything we said is probably wrong now.
Dude, all I know is
let me just Google this. Let me just Google
yeah,
freshwater.
yeah.
Okay. It's freshwater. Okay.
Okay.
Thank God. I thought I embarrassed myself in front of millions of viewers at home.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, you've already done that today, but that's not for that.
What did I do today?
I don't know. I'm gonna check here. I'm gonna check your comm score. If it's above 5,000, then you're good.
Yes, please. I beg, Volvo, please. Yeah, I don't like this Drake build on Earth Spirit. I have to say, like I'm telling you, he's. Well, let's see if he's gonna sacrifice himself.
Like,
No.
Lol. No. Not gonna do anything. That is a very big ulti.
He's stuck.
He's gonna get out.
Well, it's not a victory, bro. It doesn't do anything. He's a walking observer word. So I was telling you earlier, the reason like Earth Spirit is viable is because yes, he doesn't farm, but even if he's behind in farm to the
oh my gosh! Panic got his ultimate off just in time.
Yeah, I was just talking and I saw like a health bar depleting.
A Sunray plus lasso is a lot of damage.
Well, I'm saying if there's a supernova there and this guy gets lassoed, he dies because he gets stunned, but whatever. I digress.
Oh yeah, because you can't level up when you're stunned anymore. They changed that. You used to be able to. You used to like be able to put your point up, but if you're a chronode. I don't think you can anymore. Oh wait, no, but he did get a point into it because he was lassoed.
Yeah, no. So what I'm saying is like, he would have been stunned at the end of the lasso. So yes, more time would have popped, but he would have been stunned.
Yeah, I understand. I'm putting down what you're picking up.
Anyway, what was I saying? He's less farmed than the Treant, and normally that wouldn't be a problem because he would be the same effective net worth as the Treant because he wouldn't have the value of the boots, but he actually has the boots, which makes him even less farmed.
Yes.
I hate it. I love Drake. I think he's a fun player as position 4 to see play, but I hate this decision. Does that
I
mean
think
he's building the Greaves? Is that what's happening? Because the Bat Rider offlane, he doesn't have a Greaves builder?
it might be. I just don't feel like Earth Spirit's like that. You know, he's 7 CS, right? So it's gonna take a while for him to get these Greaves.
And then you just get a headdress first, anyway.
Yeah, I think it definitely must be some sort of like I have to go for some sort of support items, but no, because Bat Rider's building a pipe. And I have seen double boots on cores before. Like I have seen Guardian Greaves and boots of bearing on Lost Reason before. Like Razors, I've seen
I
it.
mean, I guess Bat doesn't want to get the Greaves, I suppose. That's fine, because if he gets the pipe now, is he even gonna get a Crimson next? Is there a reason to get a Crimson? I don't think there is. So I
Oh,
guess maybe
Crimson,
he gets
yeah.
bearing pipe and then finally goes for the
Maybe
Witchblade
you'll
or the
set there.
or stuff.
Not the Treant route. And you
I
can.
don't think it works that way.
Yeah, it does. It purges.
From overgrowth?
It purges overgrowth. Yeah, you can use yourself when you're overgrowthed.
Okay.
Alright, Pito facing down Nisa. And it doesn't have that much to follow through with, but the ulti did get popped early. EP coming in, they have that zip. Magic with the overgrowth on top of the Bat Rider, walking forward, but he is so fast with the boots of bearing. Timber chain in, that's a big blast! Finger of Death finishes it off, and Drick is the lesser of the two spirits. And in this particular game, in this particular encounter,
I know why they lost that team fight.
why?
Rapido did not use the Cobalt Cup.
Ooh, ooh. That's a generational blunder.
I think so too. Well, elsewhere, I want to look a little bit at this Timbersaw, who is farmed as heck, man. He's got his full SNY. He's gonna unlock his tier 2 neutral item. The only person more farmed than him on the map is Ken on this Dragon Knight. And you were talking to me about what your opinion is about the matchup between Abaddon and DK. And you said you're kind of favoring Abaddon. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, no, Abaddon, when Dragon Knight was like first picked every game, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
Verse of Haze, whatever.
The Dark Times. Yeah.
Yes, the Dark Times, the medieval ages. Abaddon was considered a counter because the anti-heal stops a lot of the value you get from your passive. And also you just get to deal a bit more damage through the armor with Mystic Coil, or with the, what is it? Your passive on DK? Sorry, on Curse of Avernus.
The Worm's Wrath?
Curse of Avernus gave you damage that went past the armor. It's magical damage.
Abaddon. Okay, yeah.
The Abaddon, right? So that was kind of like that kind of situation. Also, you could shield off the breathe fire, so you dealt full damage to him, and like the Dragon Knight can't stun you either because you have, or stun you to death because you have your ulti. So it was like just in that 1-to-1 vacuum, the Abaddon has a lot of favorable matchups. But yeah, ever since they changed some of the facets around, or some of the talents around for the Abaddon, kind of fell out of favor. Dragon Knight also fell out of favor with some of the nerfs. So this is a very, like, you know, 4 or 5 months ago matchup that we're seeing here. The Abaddon and the DK up against each other.
Yeah. I think the way people want to use this Dragon Knight is kind of, well, I don't know if it's an efficient way. I think the plan would be you jump to Abaddon, you pop Borrow Time, you Dragon Tail him in place until Borrow Time expires, and then you kill him maybe? I don't know. But we got a Luna with an amplified damage rune in the pit, minute 18. They're not suspecting this. Look, we see Z just drawing on the top above Roshan. Easy find here, and great execution here from Ivory, who have a very weird start to their season. I gotta say, historically, Ivory are one of the teams that dominate in the group stage, even if they don't win the tournament in the end. And right now, they're 1-2 overall, which, you know, it's quite a scary thing, especially as they lost to... They didn't even get to play the likes of Cloud Dawning or Cloud Rising or Glyph yet, right?
Yeah.
So we need all the points they could get.
It's definitely, you know, we're getting pretty deep into the Ivory season. Being 2-1 is a lot different than being 1-2, right? So you really expect to bounce back here in this series. If you can match that up to a 2-2, then you can start building on something. But, you know, being down 1-3 is very tough.
I think even a 2-1 victory for them wouldn't be that great.
Also, hold on a minute. There's counter synergies on both teams because you have Luna Phoenix.
I'm not following.
So when Phoenix pops egg, you don't get the bonus damage from nighttime anymore. On the Luna.
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying it's a tell me it's not a counter synergy.
Yeah, but that's like, how does it long? 5-6 seconds? That's come on.
It's like it's almost as bad as Night Stalker.
Fine.
20 minutes. Tormentor taken. Logic
What?
gets
How did
it.
the Storm get it? What? Oh yeah, good shit.
Yeah, no, he's also super dead. Omega completely cooked. EP's out from the rest of the team. They don't want to deal with this fight. I don't blame them.
I'm surprised to see only 54% probability for Ivory, because yes, it's a no goal differential, but I feel like the fact that the Luna is on top of the network chart at minute 20 is a bad sign for Team Essence.
Yes, but the thing is, the Luna should have more money than this. The Luna should be like, at 20 minutes, you'd expect like 2,000 or 3,000 gold ahead of anyone else on the Radiant, but because of how bad the landing stage was, you see Luna's still trying to, you know, recover farm, basically. You never want to be equal to your opponents on Luna. You always want to be 1 or 2 items ahead. If you're not, then you're not fighting. You're farming. Find the tree ant isolated. Finds a tree to stand next to.
Yeah, Ken is kind of cleaning up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The teamers on Yaban are farming, but I guess now it's a bit late because they have the Aegis, right? So you don't want to fight into the Aegis. But I would say they are the ones that should be doing these type of moves, and the DK and Luna should be the ones trying to farm away and split push the map.
It's just hard because, like, there's a pipe finished on Timbersaw now. Sure, Wagic hasn't really done much of anything in this game. You know, net neutral on KDA, so it's like, kind of want a little bit more from your mid, but maybe Storm can make something out of nothing right now. Our rune would go a long way. DKB finished on Luna. I think a BKB is coming for the Dragon Knight too, so, you know, I think Ivory are just looking to really close the map out.
Yeah.
Woke up in the back line though.
They've scanned them. Ken is walking up front. He's got another 70 seconds on the Aegis at least.
Yeah.
But the Storm is not there, so I don't think this is a good fight for Essence to take.
The Storm is a TP, so he can be here if he needs to.
Okay, roll in to find someone. Storm is coming. Aegis gone in a minute.
This is so awkward because you don't want to take a fight with that Aegis up on the Radiant, and yeah, that Sentry Ward just gets the kill onto that Treant. So they have buyback if they want to use it. Blink in. Nisei wants to look for it, and yeah, they will pop the buyback. Drake taking a lot of damage, but the carry! Oh my gosh, the Lion just died in 2 attacks. That's not very good. Nisa will get the ultimate popped up as well. Wagic looking for the pickoff onto Drake, but they have Teehee on the back line with the egg still if they need to. This fight just keeps going worse and worse. The egg does get dropped as Z3 with the buyback will get picked off here. The BKBs came out when the buybacks came in. This bottom tier 2 tower is gone, and they weren't even close to killing a core on Ivory.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that was that bad of a team fight for Team Essence. I thought they were gonna get obliterated. They forced out all the ultimates, the first 9-second buyback, BKB, sorry, and the only thing they lost was a back-to-back death on a support in the tower. I actually like the way they were not hitting their spells and the HP pool were getting obliterated. I thought they were gonna get destroyed. I thought the storm will die. I thought the Abaddon was gonna get controlled after the barrel time. And now look at him. They're going on Ken up top. Ken is alone.
Yeah, he's got the Bat Rider with him. I mean, I don't think Wajik has enough HP, but maybe Bury the Hatchet can come in time, and Wajik will keep on going forward. Rapido is not in danger. He's got himself a pipe and the backup of Drick, but they will get that clean pickup. I was very not on board with that, but maybe you and Essence are onto something.
Yeah, I mean, you did like, what did you actually expend in your team fight? You got 3 heroes with very low cooldowns, and Finger of Death, like, whatever, it's on cooldown, who cares? Right, so, and then you just go and find them, because the BKBs are on cooldown, and so is everything else. I actually kind of judge here this Dragon Knight of Ken. He usually is very good at positioning himself, maybe overestimating his strength. And I think Team Essence are doing very well, despite the fact that I've been thinking they were playing from behind.
I hope that's part of your plan.
Maybe this is kind of some of the problem that we're talking about for Ivory, right? Maybe this is a reason why they're 1 and 2. They just don't have an accurate read because of all the patches of how strong they are.
There we are. Drick is getting the Guardian Greaves now, so our read was correct in the end here, Plate. That's the reason he went for the Arcane first.
Okay, well he does. So he went Brown Boots first to get a 25-minute Guardian Greaves. What happened?
Yeah.
Okay, how does that make you feel?
What's a word I can use for my feelings right now? Confused.
Fair enough.
Interestingly enough, there is no Guardian Greaves for Team Essence.
Maybe Treant's not going for one.
No. He has to buy the shard. He already bought the shard, going for a blink next.
Yep.
Although I've heard some Treant players that they don't value blink on Treant as much.
Really interesting. I think this game it's necessary because you're quite literally the only teamfight ultimate on your roster, so you kind of need to get as much value as possible from that ulti.
Yeah, especially with the BKBs that are already out.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to buy your time. And you can also, a really neat thing about Treant is that, you know, say Rapido does pop, Rapido blink BKB lasso some. He doesn't have blink, but he will soon. You can just counter blink and pop the overgrowth and stop him for the duration of his BKB. So it's very important.
I agree. You know one thing I don't believe I've seen in this entire game so far?
What?
I haven't seen a magnetize.
Oh my goodness, maybe you haven't, but maybe you will here soon, Ken! Oh my gosh, he took way too much damage. The line will eventually die, and they do get the lasso. Unfortunately, this Abaddon is well and too much deep into the enemy territory to get anything done. The Zipic's going to come in from Wajik, looking for a pickup onto that Dragon Knight. Finally, Overgrowth committed, but there's the Manta-style BKB from Luna. Timber now getting caught off onto the sideline. Drick is the one that's playing with fire right now as Bury the Hatchet wants to keep on going. Backs away, pops the Lotus Orb, and is safe for now.
They hold a high ground, they kill Ken. Then despite losing the Lion as well, look how much damage is being thrown from the side of Ivory, and they're not managing to find more. Like, they're getting small objectives, they're getting small core kills, but it's not enough yet. The problem is still, right? They're not obliterating these team fights, but Akira stays alive. Akira continues farming, and his net worth is accelerating above everybody else's.
That is exactly the kind of angles, those are the kinds of angles you're looking for in team fights, right? You just have to keep your cores alive. I'm gonna set there on Akira now, so you have the lasso plus Eclipse combo, which is a problem. Zip in, finger on the Earth Spirit. Drick. Reeves for what, my friend? Reeves for nothing.
Magic finally finished this Lincoln Sphere because I feel like he's been working. I genuinely feel he's got Kai at minute 5, and then Sanj at some point. Oh, Eclipse.
Hello? Okay.
Well,
Interesting.
he got a 100-second window because this was level 19 Eclipse before he got the minus 40-second talent.
Yeah. Really important to
Roshan
get that
will-
tree ant killed, though. There's no teamfight ulti for the Radiant now. Essence don't really have a good way of starting this fight, except for Nisa blinking in with an Orchid. They're trying to get this Phoenix Egg down on block. They will eventually do so, but Nikita with the BKB standing in the middle of everybody. They now have to jolt back. There's an Orchid now
Luna?
on top of this Dragonite. The Luna does go down. Eventually, the Silence does a lot of damage to the Storm, but he's got enough mana to play with.
The
Teehee.
magnetize.
I mean, it's finally the first good magnetize of the game. I would say the
They're
Reckless
killing
are
the
coming
egg.
in on
They're
top of
killing
the
the
egg.
egg.
They're trying to, but they can blink it. No! The Storm turned around. They didn't believe. Timbersaw down to the low ground now. They get the roll in. Drick looking for this angle once again. Do they have the damage for this Timbersaw? He's got 36 stacks of that reactive armor, and he is not going down to Drick.
Wow, what a team fight. Also, Storm Spirit missed a right click onto the egg, which I don't know how that's possible. There's no
Dying
radius.
Light. Oh, wait,
Dying
no,
Light.
huh? Is it the passive?
No.
Oh
it's not.
yeah, Phoenix's passive is 2% mischance.
Mischance,
Yeah, it's
stackable.
mischance.
Oh, okay. To be honest, it was only one right click he missed, and he was 3 off of exploding, so that wouldn't have changed anything. But that was kind of fun to see. I did not know that. I thought it just deals extra bit of damage or whatever. But there we are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for this Ivory squad, they used Eclipse before the team fight. They killed a measly support, and then they thought that's going to open up Roshan, but Team Essence was like, nah, we got what it takes. We don't care about this tree, and this guy's a walking placing words. That's all he does.
Yep.
To be honest, that's kind of what he does.
Hey, he's damn good at it too. One of the best vision heroes in Dota 2 at the moment with these, with this new tree. That's it.
They're jumping up.
They got the blink in. Luna with the BKB. Abaddon gets pretty low, but the Timber Chain's in. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage on the Abaddon. You just have his ultimate popped in, but they're going to find Drick on the sideline. Lasso will abduct one of the supports, and Nisa's getting pretty low. Doesn't have anything else really. Blink in. Overgrowth is there. They buy back on the Lion. They want to keep on going, so it's going to be Repeater taking a lot of damages. Bury the Hatchet with so much armor. So much armor to play with, and some healing from Nisa. He's going to be okay. Akita has to back up. Do they go for more? Do Essence want some more? Magic with the zip in, looking for that angle still. It's very easy to figure out which one of the Lunas is real. Blink counter initiation onto Magic. They find the angle, and now the sun comes out with the sun ray as well. Can't heal up. The Dragonite in time. Ken goes down and bury the Hatchet. Man, this guy is pretty unfriggin' killable, Waxen.
You know you're popping off when your carry Abaddon has to put points in miscoil to keep you alive instead of actually fighting the opponents. That's literally what Abaddon did this entire team fight. Because he got low, they abandoned him on the low ground of the secret shop. He couldn't get involved in fight, so he first got the second point in miscoil, started spamming heal at Bury the Hatchet. Bury the Hatchet got more kills, Abaddon got another level up, put another point in the coil. It was absolute cinema. And it takes us back to the point that we were talking about a few, 12-15 minutes ago. It's like they're throwing so much stuff at Team Essence, but they can't burn through their regen. Yes, the Mist Coil, yes, the Mist Coil now, the Aphotic Shield, the Living Armor, the Reactive Armor, they are so tanky.
It's just a lot to deal with, and I don't think you can afford to, lasso supports anymore on Rapido. You gotta start getting some cores with these lassos. Lion will happily trade his life for, if he gets a finger and all his spells off and eats a lasso, that's an incredibly valuable life spent on the support, right? So it's also really hard to play against the vision of the tree out. We're seeing that in real time, right? But the game is still even, Waxen. Even though the teamfights have been one way, the other way, there's really no gold lead. No, the experience lead is starting to climb up now for Team Essence, but that's not insurmountable. It's one team fight, and then you're right back into it on Ivory.
Smoke. Could be very important here.
Emerson has Aghanim Scepter now, so it's way harder to kill him.
They need to kill the Treant first, and then the Lion, or the Lion first maybe, and then the Treant.
Maybe the
They're going
Storm?
for Wajik.
Blink in, they're gonna find the Lion. Oh
Good
my god,
eclipse.
what the? Hello? BKB
Easy.
used, Rapido's gonna get chased down, Rapido went a little bit
Lasso.
too deep. Didn't need to lasso, couldn't even get it off because of the silence there. Now Ken's in a big trouble right now. The heal coming in from the Phoenix trying to do something, but I think this initiation was a little bit too deep, and yeah, they're trying to bow out, but there's no way they can. The Greaves isn't enough. They're trying to push and pull the Luna every which way. The BKB is even going to come out, but Luna chased down and through the BKB TP will get killed.
I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest.
It was just a lot to commit for support again, like...
They're definitely struggling with this vision from Lord Boons. You know, if you're a Batrider, you're Luna, you benefit from having the vision. You need to be able to jump in, and you know, if you have the vision there, obviously you're playing on the low ground by the Lotus Pool, but if you have the vision, the Eclipse does way more work there. Clearly not the case now.
This seems difficult to, like, you know, what heroes can you kill? You're running into damage issues. I don't think you can kill the Storm Spirit anymore. He's got living armor on top of him, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna get the Shiva's Guard finish soon. That's gonna be more soon.
Yeah, despite the scoreline, I feel like Wajik has been very, very impactful in this game so far.
He's up to 19 galvanized stacks now. He has not died recently.
No, he's played very, very well, and they are in cruise control. Team Essence, historically in EPL, one of the, you know, not the weaker teams, but teams that struggle to find the most victories. But if they keep playing like this, Ivory's definitely having their work cut out for them today.
Well, it is a best of 3 series, so even if this game doesn't really go well, you can go back to the drawing board always. But you know, you do have to keep thinking about this game, right? You have to keep thinking about how can we improve our situation in this game? How do we take team fights in this game?
I'll tell you what they do have played. They have an amazing high ground. So listen here, yeah? Okay.
I'm listening.
You're gonna go in. So roll in.
Yeah.
Kick someone towards tier 4s.
Yeah.
Blink out. Lasso someone beyond tier 4s. Roll into your ancient. Geomagnetic grip the targeted the Batrider with the lasso person into fountain.
Right. And then
you
stun
wake
with
up.
Dragon Tail.
No, and then you wake up because it's all a dream. It ain't happening. But there's a world. Do we live in that world? I don't think we do.
I mean,
that
would be one of the sickest things ever. But you can't do it on an event. It's not possible on this hero. Blink in, they're looking for an angle, they're looking to get the Sages off of them, but here comes some counterplay. Here comes the team. The Finger of Death cleans up the Dragon Knight. He thought he was stronger than he was, didn't have Dragon form even. 23 seconds left until that's back up.
Fascinating. Imagine using your BKB. I could never.
Well, I think it was just we're gonna try to kill this creep wave and force Essence back life.
I guess it worked, right?
Yeah.
The creeps are dead. The Essence is back, but sadly so are you. And now we're getting tier 4 neutrals. Look at NC. He's gonna probably get a giant maul, I assume. What? He keeps the GD pollen bag? Huh. Interesting.
I'm pretty low on this item, to be honest.
So am I, but maybe I'm just not smart enough
maybe
to
it's an
understand.
anti-Dragonite item, which is why you're picking it. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Because it's maximum HP damage and it's magical. I assume it's magical damage, plus a 30% health resto, degen with Curse of Avernus for most of your passive. 35% on Withering Mist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to, like, crunch up some numbers in my head. Well, Rapido is kind of saving for a buyback. He's afraid of what could be next.
I mean, this game is still one team fight away for Ivory, like, to put it back in there. And, the ball is not in their court right now. The ball is in Essence's court. They kind of have the way of the land right now. They can decide what to do. But one team fight, and who gets on the other foot here?
Yeah, one kiss is all it takes. Dua Lipa, 2022, or whatever the song came out. Speaking of one kiss, Rapido and Lord Boons are having a makeout session in the triangle, trading ultimates. But Tihi is gonna come in and ruin their date. Come on, Tihi, that's not nice, is it?
Oh, I don't think it's just. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of damage.
That's a breakup. That's what that is.
Unfortunately, Akita's also caught here. BKB just
running out of mana.
Oh, he's got. Okay, his TP's out.
I like how he deals no damage despite being level 23 when the Timber pops the pipe.
Hey, he's got egg in his center. He's got eggs now. Or with the refresher, I mean. Maybe when Luna gets level 25, you go for the Lucent Beam, hits an additional target, and then you're thinking about, like, double Eclipse all-inning someone.
Yeah, I mean, they need something, right? And Yoken has a Daedalus. He's going for what I think is a Swift Blink. I don't think he's going for a Butterfly. Yep. Magic. Oh, he could have gotten silence there, but didn't.
The most important thing about that is the Dragon form is used, so Essence don't have to do anything for the next, like, 40 seconds. They can just chill, push the waves in, relax. Once this Dragon form is over, Ivory are down one hero, basically. This Dragon Knight really needs his ulti to be very impactful.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at buybacks.
Yeah. And
we've got one for the DK and Year Spirit, and the two supports and Radiant. Storm is not that far off from having his own as well. Roshan is going to be up in 10 seconds. Longest respawn time possible. Ken is playing under the Observer Ward up top side of the map, so that's why we see Team Essence very comfortably posturing up outside high ground. Level 25 for this Abaddon. Highest level alongside his Timber and his Storm. Eclipse. Kills the wave, I guess.
I don't even know why Akita's here, to be honest. I feel like Akita should be doing what Ken is doing and just trying to get levels 25.
Well, Ken steals the Wisdom at least, so they're getting one for the Troubles, level 24.5. But they're gonna zip into Roche, and yeah, you can't fight this. You're so far away from them. The Roshan is gonna die in a matter of moments. Who are you giving the refresher to? Because Storm doesn't have the Axe yet.
Probably Abaddon's for double ulti.
Okay. Yeah. Scan.
The nice thing about this Abaddon refresher, he's not going to do it, but the nice thing is that you can actually pop ulti and then put the refresher in your backpack, and you'll live long enough that the cooldown will go down so that you can have it again.
Wow.
That's pretty nice.
This is played the Abaddon expert, guys.
Dude, I played this hero.
You blink up high ground. Let's see. Are they gonna go for the dude? They're just letting him take the racks for now. Eclipse is online, but you don't want to throw it onto him. You need someone to go in the back line. But who do you want to kill now? Because Bury the Hatchet ain't dying, Abaddon has Refresher, and Storm has Aegis.
Yeah. So, like, how exactly are you going to start this? Well, they're going to start it off with the Blink of the Dragon Knight. They have the Bloodthorn down on the Luna as well. BKB is popped. Nisa gets his first ulti done and used in a quick order. Has himself the Octarine Core for an even faster ultimate. And the quickening as well will decrease the... Why is there a courier running through the team? We'll never know.
Ken wanted to offer a sacrifice, a gift.
Yep.
Buried Hatchet going in deep. My god, that glide. There's no BKBs. They're going for it. Akira.
They are. The refresh has been used. Akita getting low, pops the BKB. The egg has been used as well, but look at the disengage. Team Essence know they don't have to take a fight. And everything has been used from Ivory.
Next.
That just means that they can go in and clean up house if they want to. The BKB from Ken turns around. That's a lot of damage on the dragon. On the Treant Protector. Bury the Hatchet well indeed in the back.
Get to the fountain! Come on, one more time. Where's the lasso?
Oh, the stun?
Where's the lasso?
What do you mean, where's the lasso? He doesn't have it.
No!
Silence on the Timber Saw. Maybe he's dead anyway. They are going to get the zip in. Wajik looking for the turnaround. The Bloodthorn damage is there. They will get the kickback on the kid to get back into the fountain. Drick is dead to rights. Bloodthorn's on the Phoenix now. Now they get the blink in. I mean, Abaddon has Refresher and another ultimate available if he wants to. Ken gets completely deleted by Bury the Hatchet. And the damage from the Storm Spirit's doing too much.
Last one, 2 seconds.
Repeato?
Lotus is running out.
No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
They're going. Pop the boots of Bury. Come on, bro. Just lasso something. No, okay, never mind.
No. It's probably GG at this point. I don't know if Ivory can really defend this. No buybacks on their heroes at this point. Eclipse committed, GG is called. And Waxen, that is the end of game 1 right now.
Understandable, have a nice day. Team Essence with a dominating, is that fair to say? Would you say this was a dominating victory? I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, it's probably very, very, very one-sided. and easily get away from Jakiro Ice Path.
Well, it's a I think disruption into Crush is pretty crazy, to be
Yeah,
honest. And then it's
yeah,
disruption into Ice Path. So I think, yeah, that's still rough.
yeah.
10 seconds to go.
It's not a great illusion to take. Like, it's not. Weaver's not great to disperse because your illusion, like the Weaver illusions, are pretty bad. You
Yep.
don't get the Gemini attack.
10 seconds to go.
It's a good draft from Ivory, and it's something a bit more familiar from them. I think Ken Rapido had played Storm Slider a lot of times. Drake and Teehee will have their trusted Jakiro and Shadow Demon. This is a good comfort draft for Ivory here. Team Essence now, I assume they're gonna pick up a mid laner rather. Although Tiny or Bat could both go mid. I just assume this is most likely going to be a support Tiny and the offlane Batrider. But they do have overall 24th final pick, so they can change things up as they see suitable after Ivory reveals what is most likely going to be their carry.
Yeah, I'm curious what they are going to go for carry here because, like, a lot of the carry options have been removed from the game already.
It's the Slark. Old counter to the Weaver, and it's a bit of a save if he does get the shard for the rest of the squad from the lasso.
You have a purge for the lane.
Does this prompt Team Essence to upgrade the Tiny onto mid? Because then you just rapidly get levels, you blink, you burst the Slark everywhere on the map?
That is one way to look at it. I think the problem is, though, you have save, right? You have the Shadow Demon save, so Slark, if the Shadow Demon is good, which I'm assuming these guys are good, you can get the disruption off before the Slark lands.
Did you just assume the players are good? I don't know,
I did.
man.
I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that, to be honest.
Skill issue.
Yeah, for sure. Last pick for Essence. I wonder if they did pick the Tiny to kind of flex it mid or 3. I guess they could also put the Batrider 3-2 or play it support. They could play Weaver support. Go with a different carry.
Your team is ready.
Wow.
Your poorly chosen.
So it is the Bat offlane. Okay, this is kind of what I was hoping to see. Bury the Hatchet, wanting to show Rapido how it's done. I kind of respect this, you know.
The Giga Chad. Only Giga Chads get to do this. To be fair, it's a much better Batrider of the game. Even though there is the save with the Shadow Demon on Lasso, Bury the Hatchet can go after Shadow Demon every fight with the Lasso and get the kill, and that's going to be super valuable. Unlike the Lion, where if Lion casts your spells, like it's fine, Shadow Demon wants to stay alive, because if you're dying, it means that you can't save someone else on your team that's getting gone on, right? So it's like really awkward to play if you are the initial target on a safe hero, right? So I do like this a lot better for just like the way that the Batrider is going to want to play the fights. I like it a lot better.
Yeah, I'm saying it's Akita will need a shard, right? If this is the way it goes and they're focusing Drake, he'll need to get a shard to protect the rest of the squad. At the same time, I like this Slash Rack. I think could have a very good matchup versus a Storm and deals magic splash damage elsewhere across the map. Will build some survivability, so he's not going to be blown out of water by the Slardar. And by the time we get an Aghanim Scepter on the Demon, it's going to be a long time until that moment in time. So, a long way, I guess, rather, until that moment in time. I do think the big question mark has to be this Batrider. Right plate. The hero on paper is 54% win rate in Tier 1 tournament right now, but it was rather underwhelming in Game 1.
That was a hard game.
Well, facets, anything special? No, other than the Arsonist, I guess could have gone for the Stoked if you wanted to prioritize movement speed, but other than that, everybody going for the default facets, nothing special.
Well, the Leshrac going for Canoptic Nourishment, I know this is, this has been officially embedded as the core Leshrac facet, but oh my gosh, everyone's leaving. Um, why not talk a little bit about this facet change? Because this is something pretty new, right? They used to go for the Misanthropy, but that has fallen out of favor.
Yeah. I've it's been at least since the summer since I think Misanthropy was the one to go for. It's also, well, when Misanthropy kind of fell off, that's kind of when Leshrac started being played less and less.
Yep.
I quickly reconnected the server.
Big wave of disconnects, but that, that's Dota 2.
This is life sometimes.
That's Dota 2.
I like how I went for That's Life and you went for That's Dota. That's quite funny.
Dota is life.
Deep.
I feel like they're playing musical chairs. I think the only people that haven't disconnected are... Oh, I was about to say Batrider.
I didn't disconnect. You didn't
I haven't disconnected. No.
We are the people.
Jakiro hasn't disconnected, and I think Warlock hasn't Okay, well, there's... Everyone from Essence are gone. Oh, everyone's gone.
Okay. Well, I've always wanted to cast an AI game.
Yeah, but hold on. For a second, literally every single player in the game was disconnected. I wonder if this is like a region-wide power outage. Those do happen.
Hopefully we're gonna get an update soon from one of the two players that are still on the server. 3 players now. I did recently cover a game where a team, it was best of 3. A team lost game 1, had dominated the second game, but it took them, for some reason, a long time to finish it off. They won it, and then they had to GG out because of issues. So that was a strange night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying this is what's happening here, guys. Don't worry. Hopefully Team Essence and Ivory are both gonna be ready to give us some magic. Team Essence, actually, I'm praying for them more because they got another series after this one here in EPL today.
I've been doing some sleuthing, and on Facebook I found the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines Facebook page.
Okay. I'm so intrigued. Where is this going?
I was looking for any information on any possible power outages in the Philippines. I think one of these teams is based out of the Philippines. No, am I mistaken?
Shall we send it to a break before it's all ready? Oh, they're reconnecting, I guess.
They're reconnecting. I mean, they're coming back. What I found was nothing. There was supposed to be a power outage today, but they canceled it for Ramadan.
I respect that.
I respect that too. That's big
They're
ups.
disconnecting again. What is happening?
I don't know. You know what?
I think send it to a break.
I think we're going to send this to a break, and when we come back, hopefully the game will be unpaused and we're going to be ready to go. Don't go anywhere, guys. Some technical difficulties, but we'll figure this out soon enough.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up.
The packet loss has been defeated, Waxen. We finally killed the devils of the servers. Hell has frozen over, and we can finally get our game underway. Underway.
On the way. Do you know the way?
Oh, that is such an old meme.
Drick is about to be sent back to base to replenish more packet loss. Oh, actually, Tihi's the one getting spotted first.
Yeah, he is in some trouble. The body blocks are coming in full force, and with the fatal bonds, it's pretty hard for Ken to get involved. So that's going to be an easy first blood for Lord Boons on the Warlock.
Yeah, moving from one overwhelming support in the Treant onto another in the Warlock. But look at it, Rapido has one last hit because he killed a, what's he called, an Impling, so he got 3 gold for it. That's genuinely how much it gives. 2 for 2 bounties.
Yep.
Not that big of a deal. Obviously, a big part of Lord Boon's getting that first blood is because he's already getting extra points in the Black Grimoire.
Do you really have to put that much pizzazz on it?
That's how he says it.
He can, well, you know.
What other voice lines should I do? Who else do we have on our server? Let me impress you here. No, Tiny's quite tough one to do. Come again. No, I can't do the Tiny voice.
What about the Slark?
I could probably do the Weaver actually.
Yeah?
Skitter. Kind of like that. I need a better microphone for that. I like Weaver. Weaver's a good character.
Like Storm Spirit is probably pretty hard, huh?
Yeah. Huzzah! I don't know. Yeah, Storm is.
Oh,
it's got...
Spirit!
Oh, that's kind of good. Someone clipped that, guys. Put it on like a soundboard. That was good. I liked it. To play, man. You should voice the next Dota character.
Definitely not. I would just say
Yes.
sorry the whole time.
That would be content.
It's a lumberjack.
10 out of 10. Would buy.
You would?
Yeah, I mean, no, because you don't buy characters in Dota, but...
No, but like, what isn't WOOD because he's a lumberjack?
Okay. Okay, I see how this is. Lord Boons is about to get cooked up top, by the way, but I
Yeah.
think NSC is about to get a double in exchange.
Holy smokes,
No!
Lord Boons
It
picks
was
it up with
Lord
the
Boons.
Fatal Bonds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You know what that means?
What?
He gets a couple more stacks in the Black Grimoire.
You're not gonna think I'm using like a soundboard or something for that.
He is, guys. He is. It's not me. Actually, it is. Valve, if you need me to do some voice work, come in.
I'll get
Even
right.
EPL. EPL, if you need me to do some voice work, come in. God damn it. I'll do it for anybody, please. Just take me.
Lord Boons, TP's back up top just to die once again.
But if NSC can get a kill, no, he's not going to.
No, there's no way.
Oh well, this is gonna actually kind of suck for the Warlock because he has to walk to lane. At least he's got the boots of speed. In mid, like expected, we predicted this about 70 hours ago when we first got to see the picks before
Yeah.
we, resumed the game. This is an even one. No, he did get not a kill. He got killed by Rapido.
It's kind of the opposite of what we wanted him to do in that situation.
A murder took place.
Yeah.
Akira and Z and Bray the Hatchet are fighting for this healing Lotus.
Interesting that Ikeda did not go point and shift. Opted to go for Dark Pact in the lane.
Probably to debuff the Sticky Napalm.
Yeah, I would assume so. But he's gotten 2 points into it. I was expecting like a 1-1-1 angle.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing clips of Arteezy content diving at minute 9 on Slark.
So that's why you didn't know he's streaming. It's because you've been watching his YouTube shorts.
Oh, that's fair. I saw.
Speaking of YouTube shorts, guys, I know
Uh-huh.
just a guy that makes some great YouTube shorts. You might have heard of him. His name's Waxen. 10 out of 10 guy. It's not Dota content, but it doesn't matter.
You make YouTube shorts?
What do you mean I'm a PS?
I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know that?
Wow. A fake friend, man. No wonder I didn't make it yet. Not even my own friends support me. God damn
True.
it.
True. I feel that though.
Radiant's
Oh, wow.
structures have been
Sorry.
fortified.
I didn't
It's
mean it
okay.
like that. Wajik and Ken are actually battling each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do not think Wajik wins this trade. Especially because the Jakiro decided to come too, so both supports rotating for the minute 4 rune. This is what you get when you do it.
To be honest, this Tiny had a TP. I don't know what bro was waiting for. Are they gonna get the... Okay, what? Did you just see what I saw?
I did not see what you saw. What did you saw that I didn't see?
I saw... Well, what you didn't see and I did saw was Z missing an avalanche, which is virtually impossible.
Dive up top as well. TPs are coming in. They don't want to let the Leshrac die off of a TP, so... They do.
Top.
Oh, sorry, mid. I apologize.
I was looking top. I was like, where's this dive happening, man?
There's no dive.
No, so Tiny went, okay, didn't TP to help his Leshrac. Then went in to kill Akira, who had about 190 HP. Barry the Hatchet was pushing, and bro just, like, threw Avalanche on the other side. They're gonna go again. This time does connect with the Avalanche.
No real way to toss, but here comes the Jakiro, and yeah, that's going to be enough to get that kill. Slark does not like this kind of lane. Would rather, you know, poke and prod and then leave, but can't do that. NSC, what is your courier doing there, Home Slice?
He was stunned by the Slaughter. He got his second Wraith Band, which is interesting. Second Wraith Band into Orb of Light, so prioritizing some of this early itemization. And not the Falcon Blade, that's interesting.
I guess he thinks that this is enough stats.
They're fighting for the Lotus.
Yep. I think the extra armor on the double Wraith Band in this lane is really helpful against the Slaughter, right? That's kind of the angle. Uh-oh. Vanish sets up the stun on top of the Warlock. They also bring over Teehee, but here's a turnaround. Rapido will very well die for this, and NSC looks for more as Teehee had an Ice Path prepped, but didn't throw it out.
I like how NSC sounds like NFC. You know, like the the phone thing that you used to pay contactless with.
The what?
You don't know what NFC is?
No.
Americans, man, what the hell?
I know what NFTs are.
Wow, that's actually somehow like the worst thing that could have come out of that exchange. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my god, the Plate is an official NFT owner. Insane
I've-
scenes, ladies and
I've-
gentlemen.
Never bought any crypto.
What are you, a bored ape? I don't think NFTs are crypto. It's just
They're
not-
like in the same world of crypto.
Okay, fine, fine.
Like crypto bros and NFT bros are like the same level of player. You know what I mean? Also, NSC is Omega
He's
dead.
an NFT. He's just like an NFT. Useless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not him. Just now, he's dead. That's what I mean. I don't have anything against NFC.
What were those-
English.
English is hard. What was up with those monkey profile pictures?
Huh? What monkey?
The monkey NFTs. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yes, yes. I don't think they were. They were called.
What were they called
They were
again?
all
There's
just
like
big monkey. They were
it was
just
just
big Monkey King fans, I think. No. They were called bored apes or something.
Wasn't
Again,
it some
I'm
like
not-
marketing thing? I
Let
don't
me think
know.
about that. Well, we see Drick like swimming through the mighty mines, and he's gonna actually read this correctly.
Yep.
Gonna dodge this rotation. Even a Wagic was coming for him, by the way.
Dyer's middle tower is under siege.
All this time the tower's under siege. So I think the whole NFT thing, it was just they were called the bored apes, I think, and they were like personalized monkeys to represent what type of dude you are or something like that, or I guess woman, not necessarily just dude. Although I've never heard a woman speak about NFT.
I
which,
also
you know, probably explains the discrepancy of intelligence between men and women. Yeah. In
Yeah.
Romania, my grandma used to teach me that, you know, men are great, but like, you know, they're not always the brightest. And I think she was right. Clearly, NFTs is a testament to that.
oh man.
This Tiny is getting obliterated.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on right now, and none of it seems to be going that well for Essence at this point. I mean, NSC keeps dying up top. He will eat a crush here in a second and probably die. Oh, never mind. He's out for a little bit. They
This is
don't
an
have enough
interesting
levels
chase.
of sprint. Yeah, I don't think they can get this.
They're
Wait,
turning
he's gonna
around,
tur-
actually.
Yeah, they
Call
dropped the rock. Drake is in
Because he
some trouble
ate
here.
the Black Grimoire. That's how he got
Thank
level
you,
6
appreciate
thanks.
that.
It was the last time.
Oh
my
my god. That is a disaster.
Oh, you know how you were saying, oh, they don't have lock for the Weaver, all they have is the Ice Path? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, they got the disruption, whatever. Nope, they just needed the Ice Path.
Holy.
I mean, clearly is what we said this, right? It's clearly that Ivory is playing heroes that they're definitely way more comfortable with.
Yeah, I think Essence are just a little bit out of their element right now. You don't want to feed certain heroes
Bottom.
kills. The Storm is one of them, the Slark is another.
They have Lasso if they need it, but they can't. No, they don't have Lasso because Bro has 4 points in Sticky. Napalm. Storm coming in.
To be able to find boons with ease. Drake will get that kill, but, you know, stuck in the river. Looking towards Wagic at this point. Doesn't have any spells for another few seconds, but here comes the clutch Jakiro with the Ice Path. Toss back is good
Oh,
onto
what
the
an
Avalanche. Nice combo, but it doesn't do diddly squat as Wagic forced to overcommit for this team fight, but the neutral creep gets Drake. It's so bad. It keeps getting. It goes from bad to worse.
I'll be honest, since that death about a minute and a half ago, this Leshrank's not done anything. Oh, he's got 3 deaths, so he died once before that death, I'm thinking of. Anyway, yeah, he's not doing much. He was even with the Storm at about minute 6, and since then, Bro has just been a walking feeding machine. 0-3-1, he's going for the Guardian Greaves. It's a rough look, this game, for Wagic.
Yeah, this game has been very problematic.
Look at Drake just walking up into the dire jungle, taking one neutral creep away. They're just farming the camp that NEC was trying to find. Okay. Okay.
Blank Dagger is about 1,200 or 1,600 gold away for Drake, so he's not going to get this in a while, but there's no tower middle, you know, there's no tier 1 tower for the Dire to play around at 12 minutes.
86% win probability, 87 now for Ivory.
Oh my gosh, really? That high?
I mean, this Leshak is not a hero right now, and he's gonna die again.
Yeah, the zip in. They do
Yeah,
have a
there's a
rock.
Dota.
They do have a rock, yeah. And the, oh, what a macroplier that gets launched down. Zip away. Ken has enough mana to safely disperse from the situation.
Bro, we need a lasso. What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Bury the hatchet, more like bury the team.
Well, he's not burying anybody. He doesn't have lasso.
Exactly. Smoke from Ivory. There's not much to cover in this one. This is sad to see from Team Essence. Maybe that extended break really ruined with their mental. Look at the zip in from Ken.
He's just able to find whoever he wants to on the map at this point. This is the thing about Storm Spirits, okay? There's I've never seen, and this is true, this has been true for my entire life ever since they added them. I've never seen a Storm lose a game when they had one galvanized stack per minute in the game. So if he gets one more galvanized stack, game is officially over in my books.
Well, they're pinging this Batrider because they want to head for to steal the Shrine of Wisdom.
Yeah.
Can I just, you know, it's a 9-kill difference and a 5-kill goal lead, which is terrible already. But you know what the worst part is right now?
What?
Minute 13, there's a 13 level difference between the two squads.
Oh.
13. I don't think I've ever seen that stat, ever.
Oh.
Like, at any point. This is insane. The Jakiro is 8 and the Tiny is 5.
Your math is 2, so it's 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. That's 9.
Wait. It's actually 8, by the way. But that I was just reading the the chart.
The chart's
you can
yeah,
see
the XP chart is wrong.
Yeah, no, it's updated now.
Okay.
Well, so if it was on the chart, it means this was the case, which is still crazy. That
It was
13.
13 at some point. What happened?
I don't know, but that was hilarious actually. Oh,
The difference between 13 and 8 is 5. That means literally
No.
everybody on the Dire got a level up just now.
You know what this means, ladies and gentlemen? It means you should never trust AI.
True, I don't
Right?
I don't believe in clankers.
Wow.
I can say that.
Do you thank GPT after you speak to him late?
I don't use ChatGPT, so
What do you use?
I don't use AI.
I thought you were gonna give me like a smart answer and say books, because I would have really liked that.
Oh. No, I don't use books either.
What is the last book you read, Plate?
Probably an
Slark?
instruction manual to something. Slark needs an instruction manual to life. That was
Question marks?
definitely go a question marks angle if I'm playing the game. I'm definitely question marking him, but they have some more vision here. They are going to get on top of Drake here with the 2 cores. Drake turns around, pops an ulti, but doesn't get it. There's the tip. There's the team tip.
This is what I can only describe, you know, you're talking about instruction manual. This is a 3-2 instruction manual. He's rewriting the playbook for that.
Yeah.
I guess on the bright side, he got a free trip to base.
I guess he wasn't expecting the whole team to be up there, which fair enough.
Yeah,
But
there's this great thing that they have at their disposal, and they use both of them. It's called scan. Look at it. Look at they use both scans, so they knew people were there. Unless they just misclicked double scan and threw it randomly elsewhere. And loss.
there it is.
Well, on the bright side, after that kill from Wagic, he's gonna have the full Guardian Greaves. So, thanks.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Maybe
whoa.
not
Ugh.
Maybe thank you, Akira, for making this game a little bit more entertaining, right? You know, a Slark is not a conventional carry for a reason. So why actually maintain your lead and convert into a victory when you can just kind of make it spicier for your boys?
True. The only problem when this happens, when you disconnect, is that like if you have like a quick buy or anything, it resets it. So, you know.
Is that the worst? Is that the
That
actual
is the
worst
worst.
thing? Come on.
That's the worst
No,
thing.
it's not.
That's
This
so
guy.
it's so bad. You ever turn your brain off? You like, you know, you're walking out a fountain and then you queue up your entire inventory for the rest of the game and you just right click all your items in the shop?
Okay.
You ever do that?
Maybe? Just like you're over. You're thinking too much about this. I don't know. Yes?
Because when you get disconnected, all that hard work that you put in early on in the game so you didn't have to think about it anymore is gone.
I'm fascinated. You know, Plate, I would do anything to spend one Dota game inside your brain.
uh,
Easy lost. Sorry.
I think he's just, you know, making fun of the internet.
Shall we do this like shall we read the chat like someone that doesn't understand meaning? I'll start. HAHA. Solid.
Aha.
Internet. PL disconnected. There's no PL on the server.
No, I think it's short form for Philippines.
Plate, I just told you we're doing this as someone that doesn't. I can't deal with this, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get this bit at all. I apologize. There is no PL in this game.
Maybe it says plate disconnected question mark.
I can. Here's the thing. Because the 5 minutes are over, Winter's coaching.
No. It's probably just cold outside. Wait, actually, can you go up top and look at Drake?
I can look
How
at
does he
Drake.
look? How does it show up on your screen? Because on my screen, he looks like he left his skins behind.
Oh no, for me he looks fine.
Oh no! You're gonna love this. I'm just sending it to you. Chat might also love this, but I don't know if you have the
I
facilities
don't
to show
know.
it to them.
Maybe I can pull it up.
That's quite what? Do you see that?
Oh, I do see that. I do see that. I just noticed. He's missing a shadow.
He's just a demon.
He's just a demon. He's no
His
longer a
shadow's
shadow.
gone.
The shadow is over. Wait, that just means his hands are like. Yeah, he's literally just a demon now. He doesn't have any shadows on his person.
That's crazy. Oh boy. Anyway, let's go back to this game. Do you think this is actually just all a ruse from Ivory? Right? They were even with Team Essence. Then they had this first packet loss. Then Essence completely lost momentum. Now Essence just won a team fight, and then now they want to replicate the success. Is this just a five-head play? Come on.
I think. I would love to agree with you. I just don't think that's how it is.
You think I don't? That's what you were meant to say.
Yes, that is what I meant to say.
See, plate, you gotta get on my, wavelength, man. We've been casting a map in 15 minutes in the last 2.5 hours. We
I
gotta give
know.
the audience some content. I don't even know how many viewers we have right now. What are viewers?
What are viewers?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
great question. What are they?
Okay, well, NC is getting caught up, but whoa,
Oh!
Ken!
Yo,
Okay, he
wait!
got a blue
There's a
plate, he got a
lasso! They got the lasso!
Hey!
Woo! Let's go! Ice Path down to
Ice Path!
3! Macropire, turn around! No, they don't even drop the Macropire. It wasn't ready yet.
Oh,
Now
was
it is.
cooldown. It was cooldown, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so sick. The Blink is gonna whiff from Slardar. Avalanche is also gonna whiff, but that's okay. Here comes the Stark. He's ready to get going. Bury the hatchet. His body has been buried as Akita walks forward. Doesn't have his ultimate, not quite yet. That is a massive fatal bonds doing so much work right now. The right clicks are there. Drink is dead. It's a double kill for Lord Boo's, a full team wipe.
Winter is coming, indeed.
Oh my
Storm
god.
coming back, though. He needs
The
to get the
full
kill.
zip. Can they give Magic the regen? Nope,
No,
NSC is gonna
no.
get it. Storm Spirit getting
This is a
chased.
disaster. Ken is really trying to not feed his life again. But I think he might just die here. No, okay.
No,
They're
no,
stopping.
they
They're-
backed up, they backed up. What an insane team fight. I thought... I mean... You know, I know your Storm's dead. Oh no, Lord Boons is giving it up. He decided to counter feed.
Yeah,
Definitely
this
was
guy's
just
playing
lucky.
like he's a witch doctor with the the thingy that he gets gold for dying. He's got
Yeah.
7 deaths in 17 minutes. He's also got 7 kills, and he did most of the damage in that previous team fight with that fatal bonds, right?
Yeah.
And you know, Warlock Leshrac is something that I've completely overlooked, to be honest. A great duo combination. But sadly for them, Golem on cooldown, Roshan is up, and Ivory is gonna go for even earlier Roche than what we saw in game 1.
Well, when you have the corrosive haze from Rapido, pretty easy to kill it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Well, this is how this game turned on its head fully, but you know, Ivory does manage to salvage the Aegis, so they're still in control. Though their lead has completely disappeared. The gold is even. And remember those 13 levels that were actually 8? It's actually 1 level favoring Essence now.
Oh. That one team wipe was just played super well, I feel, from Essence. They just, you know, you get the pick off on Ken to start things off, and then Ivory get baited into this team fight, and this Warlock was a big problem.
Can I just say Tihi is triggering me? He's had
Why?
his tier 2 enchantment available in the Greedy for about 35 seconds now and hasn't chosen yet. He's wasting gold right now. He's gonna get the Greedy enchantment anyway. What is bro waiting for? Pick the Greedy, man!
Does he have Greedy on this one? Oh, he has
Yeah,
Brawny.
no, it's tier 1, there's no Greedy. He just needs to choose Greedy. Kobold or Searing Chain, it doesn't matter, just choose it. Finally!
He did go Greedy.
Zipping. Of course he was. Rapido is gonna find Lord Boons. I like how he's playing this like he's a treant, right? He played treant game 1, and now he's trying to get invis in the tree line. That's quite crafty from him.
Well, since Treant got banned, this is the second best thing, right? Guys, I want to play Treant.
You know what's the second best thing? And there is a team on this server that plays with the hero a lot. It's the bounty hunter. You know Ken is the bounty player.
Rick,
No, Ken is a bounty player from mid.
is he?
I mean, Drick is playing the bounty as well as a 4, but I think I've seen Ken play bounty mid more than I've seen Drick play it as a 4.
Delol also?
Yeah. I like the, you know, I love SEA. They bust out these picks that, you know, they're actual dog shit, but, you know, they're trying every
Yep.
now and then. Like the Slark. Who else plays Slark these days?
Well, no, it's picked up and played every now and then. You have a nice path down with the Macroplier. That's a nice Slithering Crush onto 2, so it should be an easy pickup onto Wagic. Toss up into the air, Ken.
Lasso him. Just lasso the man. Okay.
Oh my gosh, well, he is going to give up his Aegis, but because he has an Aegis, that's okay. Eventually on the backline, he will die to NSC. Unfortunately, everyone else on the other side of the map just keep on going, and it's not quite a team wipe, but it's close enough.
I reckon we gotta go back to the drawing board. I don't know what this Z Tiny is, but this is not a real hero, man, for him. He's really struggling to hit these avalanches. The second time he misses an avalanche.
I don't think there's
and C gets out.
Yep. Also a leash there for him.
Yeah, I mean, missing... Okay, you can argue that Ken zipped a little bit further up north than he was expecting to. But then you just wait for it, and then you throw the avalanche. Like, this is not a spell that you miss.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a Nick stun. It's not... I don't even know. If T can get all these perfect ice paths, you can hit the goddamn avalanche. That's all I'm saying. Drake gets the Demonic Cleanse. That's going to be an extra boost. And Drake with this shard upon him, he's only about 1,000 gold behind this Batrider, who has been farming, well, trying to farm on this side of the map, but can't seem to be able to get any item after the Boots of Bearing. 700 until the pipe.
Pipe should help some of the damage that's coming out, but...
Logic.
Zip in.
There we go, Blink Avalanche.
Yeah,
Akira's here, and the damage!
Yeah, that's just way too much damage to work with. Will he, you know, get a turnaround kill, but Ken wants to keep going for more, has a haste ring.
You know what else Ken has?
What?
20 galvanized tax in minute 22.
Almost 22. It's almost 1 a minute.
He's on par with your request.
Almost. When he gets there, though, it's over. I've never seen it come back. I guess a storm that gets this many galvanized stacks is just not something you see.
Invisibility for Kenito. Kenito has control over the runes perfectly, by the way. I don't think I've seen Lesh have more than 1 power rune since minute 6.
Yeah. Wagic is going for the BKB. Obviously, you'd like to finish the Sanjin Yasha, but just can't afford not to have a BKB in these team fights.
Lord Booth has level 12 now. That's gonna actually be quite an increase with the Golem.
Yep. Solar Crest as well to help the team.
Pretty good timing here. The Z with the blink, but maybe they don't want to fight until Wagic gets his BKB. It's gonna take some time.
That's a big kill.
Boss? Stun?
Oh.
Almost.
Nice.
Lasso?
Nice combo.
Lasso?
Yep.
Okay,
onto Drake. That's a good target. But he gets himself saved up. A little bit of damage coming in, but here's the Macropyre with the Ice Path.
One dies.
Unfortunately, Wagic is gonna pay for this. Ethereal on the hero. Where is he? He's here.
There he is. Slaughter gets away with about 40 HP, I think. And honestly, that's genuinely a favorable trade for Essence. Yes, you can say, but they lost more players. Yeah, but they're playing from behind it. Oh boy, amplify damage. And see?
There's a Hurricane Pike on this guy.
Right clicks.
Be able to chase him
They're
down.
hitting.
I mean, you can just pass up onto the high ground or something. He's got ulti. He shouldn't die here, surely.
He wants the shadow dance.
Oh, he did not respect the shard at all.
He didn't respect... I thought he was just like playing, the hero to the max of the ability, but Akira with a second blunder on this Slark, and, I can make fun of playing Slark all I want, but it's not the hero's fault if you're doing this type of plays. And look at NC. He's waiting for someone to pick up the Lotus, actually, he's gonna get dusted.
Oh, he's dead.
Time-lapse,
Oh my
time-lapse
gosh,
is
he
good,
got the
he's good
time
for
lapse
now.
off.
Team
the
is coming, the golem is available.
I mean, they have the avalanche toss there. NSC is gonna keep just man-fight this out. They have to drop rock as well. NSC with the shields also. They messed it up. They didn't quite get the block in, and Drake is gonna stand still and die.
And it all started with yet another Akira blunder.
That's what, 3 or 4 stacks of Deso? So like 6-8 total.
Catch can.
Yeah, and they get the lasso on top of it too. That's enough damage.
That's back-to-back deaths for him.
Yep. His galvanized stacks, he's at 23 now.
Wait, did he get a galvanized stack for dying?
No, so he got galvanized stacks for hitting his ulti. So he hit his ulti button, he had 25, and then he died.
Oh, okay, got it.
26 actually. Yeah, 26. No, it's 25, because you lose 2 when you die. So he had a galvanized stack per minute. He did, and then he died, and he lost 2.
So we shall see if the prophecy will be fulfilled or not here. As
well, I didn't see it.
Roche.
I didn't see it, so it's.
Oh, you need to see it. Okay,
I need to see it. I didn't see it yet. Logically, I can understand that it happened, but I didn't see it. It's like air, you know what I mean?
If you disconnect and you watch the game with the ticket, with the delay, and you see it, does that mean it works?
That does mean it works.
Okay, let's just do that, I guess.
Okay, well, I guess guys will be back. We're about to rewatch those 5 minutes.
Smoke up. They're trying to contest Roche. Luckily for them, the Roche isn't up yet. Unluckily for them, they've got the BKB on the Leshrac. Slardar also has his, but I think the Leshrac one will be a bit more impactful. Lord Boons is looking for his 11th death now. He's about to receive it.
Should be easy to get on top of him. He's got himself a Ghost Scepter, though.
And there's no vision. That was a problem.
Another Ghost Scepter is down. Will they drop the rock?
Can?
Dude, this Warlock is so tanky. Well, they get him. He doesn't have a rock, so he's going to be fine, but there's the Avalanche toss down on top of the Slark, who manages to get away. Magic has that BKB. He's going to chase. Up. Yeah, NSC is cleaning house. All of that, you know, all those resources, all that mana spent just to kill a Warlock who didn't even have Golem.
Oh, we're going for Ken. I've seen him do this before. Can he pull it off? Jakiro and Slark are going to try to actually create some vision and distraction, and Ken's going to go for the long zip into the pit.
He goes in. There's nothing else, though. Akira. Oh my gosh. He's out
for now.
No, he's not out at all. He's going to get picked off here by NSC. There's too much damage.
Ken zipping away. Roshan is falling to the Pulse Nova.
Arcane Rune. He can't get in there. What a blunder. What a blunder from Ivory. They had this game under wraps, Wax, and they had full control over this game, and it just slipped. Just like that. Essence back in the driver's seat, just like game 2.
We were talking about how much they need to win this, and
oh my god, oh my goodness, dude, they're making a teamfight happen.
Okay, no
4v5.
Good control.
They dropped the rock. Ken
gets out of there with the arcane. Tiki dies, but that's worth it. That's definitely worth it.
You think so?
Yeah, of course. You sacrifice a support for a core, and then you get 1-for-1 trade when your opponents have the Aegis. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but now you're gonna lose a tier 2 tower.
This tier 2 fortify is not worth it.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your tier 2 bottom. Hold on. Oh my gosh, Akita barely gets alive there. They will find the pick off, and Akita in some trouble. NSC can't quite find that pick. There is the Glimmer Cape. NSC.
Ken is doing so much work, man.
He's trying. He's trying to do as much work as he can. They will find Rapido. The slithering boy. Sorry for the camera, guys. I apologize.
Yeah, Ken is literally trying to carry his team through this kind of tough patch of the game, and he's doing it. Like, he kills the Tiny, he distracts them from focusing Akira, he repositions, he gets away without dying, which is crucial. but can actually like buy sufficient time for the rest of the team to get online, because it doesn't seem like it is. Like the slug needs another 2 items, maybe 3 items at this point if you count the shard. I think he needs BKB, shard, and something else.
He needs a nullifier too at some point on the Slark for these
He needs
scepters.
some milk.
Oh, someone report NSC.
Why?
As he tried to orchid the Slark, but he didn't wait long enough. He had the Slark
Okay.
Dark Pact. He literally saw the Dark Pact. He, instead of clicking on Slark to see when the Dark Pact ended, he you know, did it too late. Did it too early.
Speaking
I
of
mean.
nullifiers, the Weaver has a nullifier now.
Yeah, it's a massive power spike for that hero.
Oh no, he doesn't. No. I
Never
thought
mind.
he had the relic already. He just has the helm. So Ken,
Blank,
this time
avalanche, toss, lasso, free throw. The order
he had
of
a
abilities.
he had a bottle illusion. He would have been able to dispel the orchid, but the lasso came through,
dispellable.
and the Lincoln wasn't there. Yeah, the Lincoln wasn't there just yet. And now they're gonna go ahead for the final outer tower with 2 minutes left on the Aegis. Slark, 7 permanent agi stacks.
I've been underwhelmed with the Slark, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like you really need to start putting your weight in.
Yeah, I think maybe something like a Morphling would have been a bit better.
Problem with morphling in this game is if you morph and you're not ready to morph back, you are going to get bursted and die in seconds.
He gets the shard. They at least found the consolation prize as their tier 3s getting sieged, and I spoke about that fortifying tier 2. Well, that's what happens. It opens up your racks.
Yeah, and they're gonna go straight for the melees. They don't even care about the range at all, but there's a save. No, wait, that's Drake's save! Oh,
That's an overlap, not a save.
unfortunate. Manta style used as well. They're gonna go for the ranged racks with the dispersion illusions or something. The Manta illusions, I think. They do get the racks. That gives Essence the time to back up.
Wow. Ken, desperate, couldn't wait to get enough money for the Lincolns, has to go for the Lotus. He's trying to do it all. Damage, control, survivability, repositioning, assists. Nice crush.
Yep, that is onto 2, but the rock has dropped through the BKBs, Micropire and Ice Path down. Ken on the backline looking. NSC will continue to chase,
Someone
but
help
Ken.
this man, please.
I mean, he's lassoed he's even straight up lassoed the Bat Rider. That's how much work this Storm Spirit has been doing in this team fight.
He's 1v5ing. Well, trying to 1v5 rather.
The Aegis is still
Done.
okay.
It's
Well,
done. The nullifier is here now.
Lincoln Sphere for the Weaver.
But I like what you mentioned earlier, and it's still, well, still valid. They can't kill this Warlock.
They can't, dude. Like, this guy is unkillable, and he literally just has Glimmer, Ghost Scepter, Solar Crest. Like, it's impossible.
Demonic Purge in 5 seconds. They need to go again. BKB on the Slaughter is in cooldown for 35. So is the Macropire for about 20.
They're going to set up with the Ice Path for the first time, but that is a really nice Flame Break. Stops the pounce in the middle of its tracks. And Akita wants to keep on going. They have the silence down on NSC, but he is nowhere near close to dying. And look at the soup go. It's so hard to fight into it. Blink up onto the high ground. They don't find an angle, and that will likely mean a possible death. No, pulled back every which way. Ken goes in, but the avalanche is down. Drake with the save.
Lotus. Ice Path again.
They have the Ice Path down as well. Oh, look at the damage on Wagic. He is getting so low. Couldn't get the BKB off in time, but the right clicks are coming in. They get the lasso on top of the BKB for the Slardar. Akita, nullified up. Where is he going to go? He's going to keep fighting.
Around.
He's got so much agi at this point. 35 stacks. The full TPs are out.
105 agi stacks. Ultra for the crazy man.
Yeah.
But speaking of crazy, Ken has a haste. NSC, the last one standing. You killed 4 of his measly teammates, but the Titan still stands. The question is, what can they do for 50 seconds as Leshak doesn't have a buyback?
It feels impossible. I don't know what you do, actually. I think
See,
NSC...
Akira died there. Sorry, late. Yeah, please.
No. I think NSC is going for a pick off bottom. Never mind, he's just pushing. They did
So
buy
Akira
back,
died
right?
first, which so both Rapido and Akira bought back. So yes, they do manage to win the fight afterwards, but now they've got still no money for BKB for another 700 for this Slark. They've got no Aegis and no buyback for 7 minutes. So Team Essence, yes, lost 4 of their heroes, but their carry still stands, and they will have the buyback advantage.
Yep. This is
Dire's middle tower is being
a
attacked.
crucial part of the game where if Akita dies, it's over. That's just the game state that Ivory are in now. They also bought back the Slaughter, if I'm not mistaken. Two diebacks. 3 diebacks. Tiny also buys back.
Ken is the MVP. Even if he loses 2-0, he's getting the MVP, I swear.
Mid's middle tower is being attacked. Dire's top tower
He's
is
played really
under
well both
siege.
games.
And see, he doesn't have buyback. I think he just mentioned that, right?
Middle tower is
But he's got level 25. So he's gonna have lower Shikuchi cooldown. Which honestly, I don't know if it's the way to go at level 25 when you're carrying. I thought the German attack would do a bit better, but maybe the mobility styles of Slardar and Storm prompt him to, well, try to match it somehow. Is this a crazy thing to say? But I would have thought the Weaver would have more last hits by minute 37.
I don't think so.
Because he purchased the shard very early, right?
tower is
And usually we get
Yeah.
Weavers with this type of last hits without the shard. I just maybe I'm overvaluing the impact of the shard.
Dire's top tower is being
Apologies for the camera, folks. My dog is very needy, and I had to step away.
Okay, we got NC finished Lincoln Sphere. He's effectively full slotted. He's just gonna upgrade the Orchid.
Oh my
unless he
gosh,
dies
they're
here.
going in. They're all inning this Weaver right now. If he can get the time lapse off, it's completely over, and he gets it off. So there goes the team fight just like that. Ken is able to get away barely, as Drick will save himself only for a moment. But they all end for that team fight, and they couldn't quite find the angle that will leave the Roshan open.
Ken has an invis. No, never mind. He's already burned through the bottle.
They also know that he's up there too. Oh,
No macro fire. Slardar gets spotted. Oh my god, Rapido is getting obliterated here.
oh my gosh, that's a gem down on the deck. The right clicks Ken so low, man. I can't get the zip away. Maybe he has to force a buyback here for this Roshan.
tower is under attack.
That's a dieback on the Slardar also.
Yeah, speaking of, Rapido is usually an excellent offlaner. Probably one of the most consistent offlaners we have in EPL, genuinely. Game 1 on the Batrider was underwhelming. Game 2 on the Slardar. Yes, there's some good moments where he goes for some like bashes that look, oh, there's a ton of damage, but he hasn't had a good game either. Am I wrong for saying that?
I think he had a couple of nice slithering crushes onto Macropyres too that were really nice earlier on.
But I feel like they've been more ice paths into slithering crushes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
it's
I feel like
it's
he
been
played
hard.
great.
It's been hard for sure. And with these buybacks, you know, this Weaver's so far ahead of everybody else. Slark is just gonna go in and try to cause something, but he gets stunned up. They have an avalanche down as well. Ken's here with the buyback. Can Nikita live through all of this damage? Gets a
That's a
pounce away,
BKB.
forced to use the BKB as he runs. And NSC continues to look, does not have the Aegis. That honor goes to Wagic. These racks continue to fall with the push of the Weaver and the Leshrac. Who gets the stun down, Blinken on top of the back line. They find the Drick. That's a very easy kill. Couldn't even get himself saved. The Blink stun is only onto one. Rapido finding an angle. There's enough damage to get the kill onto the Batrider though.
Crush available in 1 second.
Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. That guy is Omega toast. The buybacks are coming in for everybody right now as Wagic getting low. Avalanche in the back line. Nikita right-clicking. Is trying to get himself some of these saltwater shift stacks, but the toss back up in the air. He's dead. No buyback. GG is called. And just like that, Ivory, who I thought had a really good opportunity to win this game, just let it slip through their fingers.
It wasn't just you, my friend. It was an 88% probability in their favor when we looked at the graphs in mid-game. And that one team fight where the Fatal Bonds plus the Leshrac turned everything around. And then they were facing down the barrel of the gun